He is so ready. Bomba. Not Bomba. Okay. Yeah, so I just, I did some stuff earlier, so. Ugh. I did some stuff earlier, so this is my break time before we get back to it. So, chat, we're gonna chill with some Meta Nightmare Ultra. Alright. Cool Knights have reappeared. Defeat foes, store power, touch the screen to use abilities. He trains as he journeys. Bring a sword knight with you to the comet at Galaxy's End. It will take forever. He's gonna go beat the shit out of everything. I finished my skull sheet yesterday. KO foes, store power, heal, meta quick, call a friend to fight for your side. I don't need that. I'm Meta Knight, bitch! Fuck you, motherfucker, Meta Knight! Wow! Kill. Kill. You saved. He's got a heal move. I gotta use the touchscreen for that. So, yeah. Maybe I won't do that. So yeah, I'm just on break. I was watching... Yeah. I was watching Benny play Joshy's Island. And then he played Darkest Dungeon. And, man, I tell ya, I didn't understand what was going on. Does anyone understand what's going on in that game? Sometimes there are roguelikes. Right? There are roguelikes where there's a lot of mechanics. There's a lot of mechanics you have to remember. And learn and figure out. So when you watch some jackass play it, and it's just like, they just don't know what things do. And so much of the time is just spent reading. And this is me. The first time I played Lost Branch of Legend. First time I played Lost Branch, I didn't even get to Seija, and it still took me over 3 hours. Cause I had to like sit there and read every card, read every effect, learn what every effect did, and then it got to a point where I knew what cards did, so I could just play and I can do runs faster. But the first time I played the game, it took me over 3 hours. Ah. Heal. I'm gonna collect it. I'm gonna collect it. I don't need a friend. Call a friend, don't need him. Bullet, bullet, bullet. Ah. I don't really like sword that much. I know that makes me a wiener, but like... Great. No sword beam without full health. Ah! Why? I don't know, it's just... I don't know. Like, if I want to swing an object at someone, I want the hammer, because the hammer does fuck-ass loads of damage. For no real reason. That's why I swing the hammer. But otherwise, I want a projectile, so I don't actually have to engage with the enemy at all. But with sword, I have to engage with a wiener. Look at that. Look at that wiener damage. Whoa. It's not strong. I'd rather use a big fucking hammer. Everything else is fine. Sword's iconic. Sure, alright. I'm not saying it ain't, but like... But what I am saying is that the big hammer is way funnier. Big hammer also does like the most damage in the game. It's absurdly strong, especially if you hit the fire upper. Ow. Enter the moon. I guess Meta Knight just doesn't get to eat, huh? Alright. Bro just doesn't get to eat. Why is there a boss in here? Bye. That's not that effective when the door is still open. Ah. That's a bad move. That's not a good move either. Fuck you! Alright. He hates all things that are good. What? Didn't I just say I like the hammer? And I like projectiles? All I said was I don't like sword. Because sword is not very strong. Especially when you compare it to the hammer. Ah! Oh. He didn't fly away. And then Meta Knight just leaves. Like, why did he do that? You just like hammer because it's OP broken. Well, yeah, but it's also fun. Did you forget that part? You know what's fun? Doing fuck-ass loads of damage. That's very fun. No, fun is when you have to hit the enemy 30 times with a stick. You know, you didn't really beat the game if you didn't beat them to death with a wooden stick. Bro, you used a gun. Give me my Ultra Great Sword. I love Ultra Great Swords. That's not even a sword. It's a steel paddle. Alright? I take a steel paddle and I beat the shit out of things. It does fuck-ass loads of damage. That's fun. Unless you're gonna tell me that Ultra Great Swords are broken, they're easy to use, like they don't have 3 fucking seconds of wind-up. Blah, blah, blah. Oh no. I could be using a katana. You know? Like a real weeb. There's something about my brain that's a little primitive. Yeah. Laugh it up. And that, like, I like when an item is just big and you swing it and it's just hilarious. You know? Like a comically oversized sword. That's why I like the Buster Sword. The Buster Sword is the same deal. It's just it's not a sword, it's a steel paddle. How the fuck does Cloud swing that around? I don't know. But it's funny as fuck. Because the idea that you use it as a sword is so stupid, but the idea of him taking it and like bonking somebody over the head with it is hilarious. Like Nightmare is the same in Soul Calibur. Although Soul Edge is kind of like, that's a sword. It's a big sword. But his gag weapon is actually a fucking ore paddle. It's hilarious. But he just swings blunt objects like that. Big old swords. All of the Dark Souls players use Y-Handler because it was so skill-based. You know a Zweihandler is a great sword, right? You know it's a regular great sword? You know the one I said? The Ultra Great Sword? Ultra, keyword, Superstar Ultra, Ultra Great. So you seen a pattern here? You seeing the pattern here? The Zweihandler is what? How the fuck is the Zweihandler an Ultra Great Sword? That doesn't even make any sense. The fucking sword I used in Dark Souls 2 is an Ultra Great Sword. The Black Knight Great Sword, that's an Ultra Great Sword. How the hell is a Zweihandler an Ultra Great Sword? That's bullshit. That ain't no Ultra Great Sword. That is not an Ultra Great Sword. Called a Zweihandler because it's a two-hander. Because Zwei is German for two. Zweihandler. Whoa. Did he know that? How did he know that? How do you know that? I, Zai, Dry, Hadino, Zuelius, Hydregun. It's determined for 1, 2, 3. I'm not even sure what I'm doing anymore. I'm playing through Dynablade. I also like the great sword that was like on fire, and then you could power stance them, which was just like comical. Absolutely comical. The bigger the weapon, the funnier it is. Because it's not optimal. Because it takes forever for it to swing. But man, if you hit somebody with it, they fly. Why do you think I like Tinkaton? God, Tinkaton is hilarious. Like, oh, here's I don't even remember the fucking baby form's name anymore. It's like, has a little steel rattle. And it's got a little mallet, and it's just like, here's my fucking Corviknight crafted hammer. Like, she just killed Corviknights and stripped them of their metal and made her own hammer. And she's like smaller than the hammer itself, and she just swings it around. That shit is funny. That shit is mad funny. Oh, I'm surprised that worked. Yeah. We're going. There needs to be damage feedback. When I was younger, I liked the quick weapons because they did more, like, you could swing more. And Dark Souls convinced me that just because I can swing more doesn't mean I'm actually, you know, it's like, same reason I play heavies, right? Ow. Like, oh, you play Sheik, you hit a bunch, and then, oops, you lost. Or I play as Donkey Kong, and I hit you at 50 and you die. It's like, oh. Okay. Sure. See? The bigger the weapon, the less you have to actually do, but the harder it is to do it, you know? Like, each individual hit becomes more difficult to pull off, but you don't have to get as many hits as the guy who's stabbing you in the ankles with a fucking barbed dagger. That's all. A lot of one-ups in this game mode, huh? Alright. Huge weapons are funny. Mai has a giant anchor, which doesn't even make any sense, but it's funny. And that's all I need. Huge weapon is great. I also like gauntlets. Because there's nothing cooler than just hand-to-hand combat. Swords can be cool, but I'm definitely a gauntlet fan. Like, oh, I'm gonna kick the shit out of you. I'm gonna beat you to death, but I have cool fucking gauntlets to do it, so I can, like, actually hand-to-hand, like, a weapon because I have arm guards. Gauntlets are probably my favorite weapon, just because of how much I like good old hand-to-hand combat. Followed by, not hammers per se, but I have grown very fond of hammers in my older years. My older years, let's call them that. Oh, shit. Oh, you got me. Yeah. I used to like knives and daggers because I thought they were cool. Like, finessing with a knife and a dagger, I thought that was cool. But, and that, it's still pretty cool because it's like CQC. Like Snake. I'm not really big on lances. Lances are axes. I'm not really big on them. I'm not sure why. I mean, they're still cool. But I guess, I don't know, they feel a little stiff. Especially axes. Axes feel like they'd be cool, but then I never really care much about them. It's just like, here's my double-bladed thing, and I'm gonna swing it like a fucking oaf, and it's never gonna hit. Axes never get to be cool. They're always the weapon of choice for the mook who gets destroyed. How do you hate axes? Can you open your fucking ears? Where did I say I hate them? Holy shit, talking to some of you people is like worse than Twitter! Ah! Here's what I like, here's what I don't like as much. You hate it! Okay, alright, bro. Okay. Alright, I guess I fucking hate it then. Alright. Ay, ay, ay. A strawberry? Yummy. I would love a strawberry. Halberds are cool because they're like axes and lances, so you can swing the lance. I think that's what it is. Lances are like primarily a stabbing type weapon. But a halberd you can swing and stab. That's cool. Cool combination. Poleaxe. But otherwise, a lance is kind of, I don't know, a lance is kind of just like, stay away from me, and you poke towards the enemy. It's not honorable. Ow. And then axes, again, they have a bad reputation because they're just often the weapon of choice for the bungalow, who just like swings haphazardly and never actually hits his target. But then there's also like giant axes, like great axes. But at that point, I just rather a giant sword or a fucking hammer. You know? I guess you could use a giant axe like a hammer. But that's why a halberd's pretty cool, because you can swing and stab with it. Okay. Yeah. I like the saw cleaver though in Bloodborne. That's a very like primitive style weapon, but it's really cool. I barely use the extended form, by the way. The only time I used the extended form of it was when I had to fight a boss who I couldn't reach with the short form. But I pretty much used the saw cleaver like a gauntlet. Because when you use the enclosed version of it, you pretty much swing it at fist length. But some bosses like the amygdala, you can't hit that fucker unless you brank it out. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to follow up your combo by changing form like that. But I never did that because I'm a jackass. Okay, alright. Battle time. Maces and balls with chains. Okay, maces are kind of boring because those are also they're just bonk sticks, but they're not huge. Flails though that are on like chains, I don't even understand how those work. Those seem like complex to me. But I like ow. I like Link's ball and chain because that shit is hilariously huge. I tried to air dodge. I actually just tried to air dodge. Nunchucks? I don't know. Nunchucks are weird. Yeah, I know why the mace was designed. The history of weapon design is funny, but a mace is just designed to fucking bludgeon in armor. It's very effective. Morningstar? Well, Morningstar is just spiked. That's not really intended to blunt. I think that's intended to pierce. Numchuck. No, that's numbskull. Nunchuck is the only thing of nunchucks and like tonfas I've ever seen is Maxi and Talum from Soul Calibur. I have no idea how you fight with tonfas, because I think tonfas are like you hold them in your hand, but they're bent downwards towards your wrist. So I don't really get how that works as a weapon. And nunchucks are just, you're gonna hit yourself more often than you're gonna hit your opponent. I got no fucking clue how those work. Bows? Honestly, bows are kind of boring. Bow and arrows are kind of boring. I'm sorry to say it. Why shoot bow and arrow when I can shoot gun? You put the, like, bows can have cool designs and all, but at the end of the day, you're just pulling back the string and firing the arrow. You know, it doesn't matter how cool the bow works. And before you say, but streamer, blah, 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 every sword looks cool, but you just swing it. Different sizes and designs of the sword can be used in combat. For example, a sword breaker, which is a sword with grooves in it, designed to catch swings, and then you do a big tilt and you disarm your opponent. Certain hilt guards can be used. Shield designs as well. Size and range and whatnot. It's all cool. But I don't know if... I'm assuming the size of, or the length of a bow impacts how much you can draw the string. That's why short bows exist, right? That's why short bows exist. You draw a shorter string. It doesn't go as far, but it probably still has enough good impact. Good amount of impact in a short distance, hence why you need it. I know, you need a lot of arm strength to pull a bowstring back, and you also need to make sure your arm isn't in the fucking way of the bowstring, because it snaps your arm and it hurts a lot. Be careful. Link can put bombs on his arrows and shoot them. He also swings around a ball and chain. I don't know how he attaches a bomb to it. I don't think anybody does. It's magic, bro. You know what, though? I actually really like the bomb design in Twilight Princess because just by looking at it, you can tell it was designed. You can tell it was designed to fling as much shrapnel as possible. Like, Legend of Zelda bombs are, like, perfectly round. They're like cartoonish bombs, right? But Link's bombs in Twilight Princess, they're basically fucking encased in a crude metal sheet, so when the bomb goes off, the fucking shrapnel just, like the metal around it will just explode and fire off, which is really cool. And then water bombs are just like, what the fuck is this? But who cares? Who cares about those? Archery is fun. When I played Elder Scroll and it was like your ranged weapon is bow, I was like, this is slow and annoying. And then when I played Fallout and I had guns, I was like, this is slow and annoying. I just swing my club. Swing my big axe. My big ass axe. Boom. Oh, it's this way. Nah, but bow and arrows, they can be neat. Oh. They can be neat, but I just think, especially when it's your only weapon, I think it's just kind of not that exciting. Like Fire Emblem, for example, there are units designed around archery, and all they do is archer. And it's like, they're kind of weird. They feel like obtuse units to me. Granted, I'm not very good at the games, so, you know, take that for what you will. But, like, upgraded classes can spec into bow as a sub-option, which is cool. Slime. The slime is surprised by something. What's he surprised by? You beat the slime. Oh, I gotta time that better. Alright. I remember when I played FE7 and I had, what's her name? Hector's wife. I forget her name. But she, like, I got her and I got to a map that was like, hey, here's a ballista. It has a range of 8 and it's bow, so it kills your Pegasus rider. And I was like, oh, okay. Lynn. What? How? What? I said Hector's wife. Your dreaminess went up by 2. Your coolness went up by 3. Your beauty went up by 1. Your trustworthiness went up by 5. Your heroism went up by 2. The sword sharpness went up by 4. That's cool, but I get his own ones too. Florina. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, I have trouble using Pegasus riders because sometimes you get a map that's just like, here's 20 archers. Go fuck yourself. And ballistas are just ridiculous because it's like, here's a single archer unit, quote unquote. Single archery unit, but like they have a range of 8, which is almost half of the map alone. And I'm just like, I'm never using these characters. Archers were the reason I stopped playing Sacred Stones. Because I moved Tana into what I thought was a safe spot, and then she got shot down, and I reloaded my save state and went back a couple chapters, and I was like, I'm not playing anymore. So that was a shame. Live and die by the save state, I suppose. But yeah, I'm not good at those games, and then that happens, and I don't want to play them anymore. So like every single one of them I've ever tried to play, I've never actually fucking finished because the maps get longer and they get more difficult, and I'm not good. So then things happen and I have to keep restarting, and then I don't want to play anymore. It's pretty bad. My god, the streamer. He's gonna make me cry. Yep. Me too, brother. It's kind of a shame because I actually think that Fire Emblem stuff is really cool, but I can't fucking play it to save my life. I can't play it to save my life. He always does 3 ham bams. Always does 3 to start. He has so much invincibility. Ow. Well. Ah! He's gone. I've seen, like, I watched a little bit of a Fire Emblem 4 playthrough, and I was like, this map is so fucking big. I was just absolutely floored by the size of the map. Like, I can't handle that. I can't fucking handle that. And then there's, like, this biorhythm. I don't even know what the fuck that is. And there's, like, magic blood that makes you a better unit, I guess. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Thank you for the resub, Woo! There's a Fire Emblem Toho ROM hack. And devs are working on a sequel. A ROM hack? How's that? I've played Keifu, which is Fire Emblem based. That group has a couple other Fire Emblem based games, but Keifu is kind of a fucking nightmare. FE4 you can save mid-map. Sure, but they're still massive, bro. It takes like an hour per chapter when you know what you're doing. And then I know nothing about FE5. FE5 is... So why is Mennonite gonna go fuck up his own ship? How does this make sense? The only Fire Emblem game I've ever played was Fates... Awakening. Or I should say finished. I finished Fates, and I finished Awakening. Who's on the ship? Not me, clearly. Good old Brawl Halberd. Fates isn't bad. Fates is cool. I don't think it's as great as Awakening, but it's not bad. Although the Revelations path is awful. The Revelations path is genuinely awful. Like, okay, you can use all the units in the game for this path, but the map design is terrible, and the story of it is just like, what is even happening, bro? Like, the only thing it's worth really in there is just if you want to see the support conversations with the crossed over characters. You're not gonna blow me away? So I guess... Oh, okay, alright. I guess I just get to do this anyway. Okay. I don't play the games on high difficulty. But yeah, I liked Awakening. I enjoyed Awakening. I had a good time with Awakening. I enjoy the support conversations a lot because they really did a lot for most of the characters. And it made me care about the characters more on an individual level. Oh. Oh well. That said, there are some characters I just don't like. From Awakening, so actually, it's funny. First time I played Awakening, Muriel just kind of died, and I stopped caring because like I kept having to redo the chapter. I played on Classic the first time I played that game, so I never used Muriel, and she kind of pissed me off because she kept talking like a fucking smartass. But then I did her support conversations, and she uses a lot of big words, but she's actually a fucking dope, which I thought was kind of nice. I enjoyed her conversations because she's kind of a dope. She talks with big words, but then like her common sense is just not there. Her son Lauren is pretty great too. Kellum's pretty boring, but he's got a funny gimmick. I enjoy the Vake. I enjoy the Vake. He's pretty fun. Frederick's great. Even Stahl, who's pretty boring, he's insanely average as his character is still. Like, they're pretty good characters. Gaius is another character. I ended up letting him die, and I never got to use him. And I was like, oh, he's got a lot of fun support conversations, actually. I really enjoyed his support conversations. So yeah, there's a pretty good amount of characterization to the characters that you can learn about. And they're all pretty cool. I like Virion quite a bit. Especially the support conversation with Robin that Virion has. Not all support conversations are made equal, though. Despite the fact that Chrom and Sumia is like canon, they probably have one of the worst support conversations in the entire game. And then Chrom and Robin pisses me off. Robin and Chrom, male Robin is great because it's about like Robin is basically always concerned for Chrom's safety because Chrom never seems to conduct himself with that in mind. And he just learned, you know, they talk about that. But the fucking female Robin conversation is just, oops, I saw you in the bath. Oops, I saw you in the bath. Well, I guess we've seen each other naked now. Maybe we should just fuck already. Whoever wrote that didn't deserve to write any more after that. Okay? It's really bad. It's really, really bad. That I'm not even exaggerating. That is actually the support conversation with Chrom and female Robin. It's just they see each other in the bath. It's ugh, dude. I hate that so much. I like Virion's a lot with Robin because it's about they play a tactics game. But Virion keeps winning and Robin has some doubt that he's like actually fit to lead the army. Because he keeps losing to Virion. But Virion's like, no. Pay attention to the board. The way you play this game, you are preserving your units. But me, I am throwing them haphazardly into battle with the desire to just win the confrontation. And he's like, so if this was a real war and I was tacticianing like this game, my men would have my head on a pike. Because I'm not treating them like actual human beings. I was like, yeah, that's cool. I actually like that a lot. Another one I think is really good is Rickon and Henry. Because it's just about, like, because Henry was a mage from Plagia who joined after the time skip. And he talks to Rickon. And Henry's got these, like, stories of these characters that were killed. And, like, how they were just nice people. And Rickon's like, man, I don't know what to feel here. Like, they were my enemies. And we fought, and they perished in battle. But, like, he talks to Henry, and Henry just talks about them like they're normal, regular people. Because they are normal, regular people. But the circumstances they met under was war. And it's like, it's an interesting thing to think about. Henry's kind of goofy anyway. Oh, well, alright. Whee! Fate's had some neat ones. Fate had some neat characters. I like Oboro. I thought Oboro was pretty neat. She was the spear fighter with the smug face, but she was extremely racist against Nor people because her whole family got their cart got robbed and they all got killed by Nor bandits. And I was like, yeah, I can understand why she'd be as pissy as she is. So even when she like talks to people who are of Nor but they're not bad people, she's like, sorry, I have a fucking You know, I fucking hate you people. So you gotta let me get used to you a little bit. So she's a great character because her support conversations with Nor characters is about her kind of overcoming that bias. One of my favorites in that game is actually Xander and Charlotte. Charlotte's one of my favorite characters in that game. Her and Rinka. Her and Rinka are some of my favorite characters. Rinka more so, like, Rinka is strong woman done right. That's what she is. Charlotte's hilarious because she tries to be a damsel in distress, but she's she's jacked. She's jacked. But they're female berserkers because there's no gender exclusivity classes in Fates, which was a great idea actually because Gale Force, for example, in Fire Emblem Awakening was locked to the Darkflyer class, which could only females could have that. Rinka stats pure power. Oh yeah, no, she's not good. Because she's your early game axe user. She's not good. Hinata's better, but Hinata's supposed to be a sword user. He's a fucking Myrmidon with the stat spread of a berserker, and it annoys the shit out of me. I don't like him. I couldn't fly. Rinka's strength, I think, caps out below 40. Like, I think her strength stat actually caps out at 39, so it's not even that high, despite her being a class that's supposed to have high strength. Don't throw me. Ah! But, I was saying, I think she's great because she's a strong character done well. Like, she's pretty no-nonsense. Her clan is very strength-focused. But she doesn't really feel the need to, like, prove herself every fucking time. Because that's why I don't like Sully. Sully annoys the shit out of me because to her, every conversation to her is just her getting way too fucking, like, antsy about the fact that she's a woman and she's a knight because her brothers are knights. And she's like, what, you don't think I could be a knight because I'm a woman? Ha 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 ha. And she's, like, she's really aggressive about that point. And I think her physical design is also not that great anyway. But that's a different story altogether. Either way, she's annoying. She's annoying because she just always has to bring that up. But Rinka just exists as a character who is strong. Like, you don't have to sit there and have her reaffirm it. You can fucking look at her abs. Look at her abs and you'll be like, okay, yeah, I gotcha. You are tough stuff. You are tough stuff. Little baby halberds. Wouldn't you? Don't you like model ships? Ships in a bottle? A halberd in a bottle would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Ooh. Doesn't Rinka wrestle with Kagero a lot, too? That might be true, but that might also just be you reading one too many fan works. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what's interesting? Kagero and Saizo were married. I forget that sometimes. They used to be married. They're both Ryoma's retainers. I'm not sure why they broke it off, but obviously you can support conversation them and then you can reignite the passion. But yeah, Kagero and Saizo are your ninjas. And then there's also Kaze, who, funny, I didn't know that Kaze fucking died in the Birthright route unless you had a certain support level with him. And I actually got the support level that was required for him on the chapter where he dies. So I didn't actually get to go to the support level to stop him from dying. So I didn't get his daughter, Midori. And I like Midori. I don't know if she's any good. I just thought she was goofy looking. It's mentioned in the gacha. It's probably removed by the localizers. Yeah, probably. Fire Emblem Fates is a game where the topic is about war. But they tried to make the game as fucking G-rated as possible despite that premise. The idea of touching girls with your hands was not allowed. Not in my game about war. Ow. The dude with the huge chin and very USA looking clothes. Oh, that's Arnold or Arthur. I think it's Arthur. Yeah, I think it's Arthur. He has he has very, very, very low luck growth. His luck stat is like notoriously bad. Like I think it's like a 5% growth rate on luck for him. And he's your Nor Berserker. He starts with the axe. He's got a winning smile. And his son Percy has an astronomically high luck growth stat. Also voiced by Pitt in English. Alright. Fates are the equivalent age rating of M in Japan, I think. Well, those games are usually rated T because it's fantasy violence, right? It's fantasy violence. The game is about a war. Like, war is not fucking fun. Like, sure, there's a lot of aspects where you can be human even in the barracks, but war is not supposed to be fun. War is tragic. But they cut so many other, like, grimdark elements out of it. So it's like, we don't need people being sad in my war game. Pay no attention to the fact that when you play the fucking Birthright, when you play the Conquest route, you have the option of, like, killing Azuma. You can just fucking execute him and he'll be like, alright, well, I guess that's that. And also in the Conquest route, Scarlet, the Wyvern Knight rider you get in the Birthright route, she's executed by Garen. Like, you don't get to use her in that route. She's straight up fucking killed. Because in one of the chapters, you have to take out her rebel group, and then she's just executed. But you can't touch your wife's head. All right, that's no good. Can't touch your wife's head, but you can execute a rebel leader. But it happens off screen. But it still happens. All right, it still fucking happens. Wow. That's not gonna hit. Arthur wasn't renamed Harold. What are you talking about? Streamer the type of guy for the pickle cut. Bro, I forgot about the pickle boy. He's Hinata's kid. That's why I don't care about him. But yes, he's supposed to be like Shakespearean, but they just made it so he likes pickles. He was Harold in Japanese. Oh. Why'd they change it? You know why? They probably changed it to Arthur because Arthur is a very, like, British name, you know? Hold on. We're getting some audio crackles, so I'm just gonna close and reopen. I just saved. Just reopen. You know, he's blonde. He's got that winning smile. He's like King Arthur. They probably just changed it for that. You should be more concerned about what they did to his partner, Effie. They completely got Effie's character wrong. Like, her writing is fine. Her writing is fine. There's nothing wrong there, but the voice they gave her does not make any sense to the character. Fire Emblem Fates was the end of Treehouse localization. So, yeah, Fates had it bad in that sense, but because of what happened with Fates, we no longer have to deal with that in the future, right? We no longer have to deal with that anymore, just because that's why that kind of how we can kind of count that like that. Somebody had to take the bullet. And I'm actually glad that something happened. You know why? Because this was a point in time where when things like that happened, they were actually corrected and not double downed on. Shoutouts to, oh god, it's the day of release, chat. It's the release day. Oh no. So apparently the early access for Ass Creed Shadows was actually not because Ubisoft influencers, but because if you spent $120, you got the game 3 days early. I forgot that pre-orders do that nowadays. Anyway, according to the sales report of the early access, the game has currently made a little over $500,000. And I'm pretty sure the budget for the game was somewhere around 20 million. So, we're looking good, boys. We're looking good. Saw a clip of some cool bugs. I don't want to see anything about that game at all, to be honest with you. In fact, I think it would be better for the entire world if the game just concorded itself and we no longer have to do anything regarding it ever again. Like, seriously. I need to not die. I want to heal, but I can't get my finger on the fucking heal button while I'm in this water current. Oh, you're kidding me. I lost all my juice. Alright. Yeah, I saw that. They paid it. They got a VTuber to advertise the game, and they gave her a time, and she went live at the time, and then someone was like, "That's the wrong time," and then they DMCA'd her. That's just fantastic. That's what that is. This is so good. That's so good. You boys want to play some Concord? Anyone want to play some Concord? I don't have it, but you know, if you got it, you should hop on. We can play. Power Bomb, man, that's Saturday. Saturday with Power Bomba. Bomba. Okay. Alright. You don't need me to talk about the game, because there's plenty of avenues for that. But it is out. It is properly out today, so expect to hear about the game in a manner. It was the same deal with Dragon Age Veilguard, right? When that game came out, you, like, whether or not you cared about that game, you did get to hear about it more than you probably wanted to. And that's just how it is, I suppose. Up, right? Oh, I don't remember the way out of here. Ah, fuck. Streaming right now. What's he streaming? Is he streaming Ask Creed? Is he streaming the Ask Creed game? Or is he streaming something good? Dude, Germa's been going live, like, pretty regularly into, like, 2, 3 a.m. my time. It's, like, there were so many streamers I watched live last night, and I just kind of crashed out, and I was like, I can't watch any of them. Yeah, it's nice he's back. It's nice he's back. Try again. Well, remember, this game has also been pushed back, like, almost a year of development, because every time they show stuff off, it's like, this isn't good looking. Friday Whale. Ow. I watched him play Scary Golf Game. That was fun. It's nice that Germa's, like, on that late for me, just because if he's playing something I want to just chill out and put on the side, it's great. Because Vinny is usually my go-to, but he doesn't stream on Fridays or Saturdays. Sometimes not Thursdays. So, you know, I have like a hierarchy. I have a hierarchy of streamer I watch. It's great to have options. But too many options and you'll probably never watch anyone. Take me away. I'm going. Oh, I don't remember the way through here. Every streamer gets distracted by themselves. If you've ever watched Joel, then you know exactly how that goes. Joel is the kind of streamer to play a game for 5 minutes and then segue into a bit for the next 20. It's honestly impressive. But that's part of the fun, right? That's part of the fun. The chat in general for like a Germa stream is, well, to put it politely, the chat is not really worth reading ever. I don't think, anyway. There's so many people there, but like, man, you're better off just closing the Germa chat. Yeah, you just close the chat, watch the dude. So this for those big ones. Well, some of the big ones are just emote spam more than anything. And well, actually, that's definitely, yeah, no, that's still the case. That's still the case. It's just like there's like a no consequence, so people just fucking shitpost loudly, and it's not worth trying to read it. But the streamer has to read it to some extent. You get a big group of people together, there's a lot of conflicting ideologies. Let's say that. Yeah, let's phrase it like that. That'll keep me nice. That'll keep me frosty. The projectile is very helpful. Ah, I hate when I take chip damage. No, no, no. We're on the cave planet. We're on the cave planet. This one's going faster than I thought, actually. Thought it would take longer. Oh yeah, yeah. For every benefit, there is a curse. But like, I think the biggest streamer that I actually do watch in any capacity is Germa. I have no idea what goes on in those chats that are like, not counting like tournaments, because like obviously you watch Evo Grand Finals. I don't have the chat open at all when I'm watching something like that, but Evo has like a huge numbers, right? But it's not like an individual with huge numbers, it's an event with huge numbers. I've never watched an individual with numbers that like insane, and I don't really want to either. Sometimes my recommended bar turns into just a bunch of like front page streamers who have like 5-digit viewers. I'm just thinking to myself, I don't want to watch this. I'm here, bug. I don't know how you could entertain that many people. I really don't. I got no fucking clue. I got no idea, man. But I ain't about to find out. I'm okay being in my little corner of the internet. No. Those really big ones? Nah. I'm good. I'm good being where I am. You notice he's a different color? Like barely, but he is. His hands aren't. Alright, that's good damage to start. Ow. Ow. Come on down. Just chatting streams. Well, it's not just those. Why? That's a lot I can fly around to, huh? Okay. Well, whatever. Get on that hot tub category. You know, I don't actually know how popular those streamers are nowadays. I assume there's still plenty of demand for that kind of thing. But like, it seems like the way the future has been going is that if you're gonna be a titty streamer, you gotta be an anime character on top of it. A lot of these VTubers that are popping up nowadays have a very large emphasis on their breasts. Like, it's just like, okay. Oh, that's just a power-up. It does keep happening. They keep coming out with these. It's an epidemic. It's getting out of control. You're a loose cannon. We gotta cut ya. Wow, I can hit this in the wall. It just works. Okay. Oh yeah, no, it's working. It's working. I'm just saying. It's just an observation on my part that there are a lot of VTubers that continue to show up, and they get a huge start because they are part of the same group as an established VTuber, or they're friends with a VTuber who has numbers. So people kind of just, you know, that's kind of how it goes. There's like a threshold that a lot of them really hover around, specifically. And they all do their collabs together. There's just a lot of camaraderie in it. So I feel like it's a lot of the same viewers kind of deal. More than anything. It's a business. They figured it out. Networking professionals. Hot Tub's only got 3.9 viewers. That really fell off. Holy shit, really? That's actually remarkably low. Well, I tried. Oh. Okay. Don't you get banned for VTuber hips? I didn't know that. I don't think that's true. Well, maybe if you're a PNG tuber, you can show hips, and that's fine. But I guess VTubing is not allowed. But you can show whatever you want when you're a full person, because that's kind of a hard thing to police anyway. Like, what if you have a webcam and you stand up to get out of your chair? Now your legs are showing. That's a ban. That's a ban. Man, this Meta Knight angle looks so strange. He's got his mask is like it's like an oval, not a circle. That dude got banned for like a day. But that wasn't gonna last. Crunch the numbers, boys. Crunch the numbers. Oh, yeah. He makes Twitch money. Oh, he definitely does. Did you know his yearly earnings are 6 figures? He's literally making 6 figures a year doing what he's doing. And that's not counting donations. That's counting raw revenue being paid. That's certainly something to think about, isn't it? Hold on. Healing. It's okay when I do it. That's all it is. That's all it is. Oh, sword can't kill this fucker fast. Ow. Well. The evil knight gets the first attack. I block. Blocka. Ugh, 68. Stores up power. He's gonna attack Mega Strike. Ow. He didn't even use his power. Okay. Great Dragon. Alright. Whirlwindy. High viewer numbers correlate success in general. Well, high viewer numbers is... I mean, I'm not an analytics guy, but high numbers usually snowballs because what happens when you see high numbers is you assume that the person who has the high numbers is probably really good at whatever it is they're doing. So they're the one you should go to. So you see high numbers and then you go to that one because it has the highest numbers. And then you contribute to the numbers. And it goes up like that. You are top of the search. If I search a specific thing and I see the top streamer of that thing, I'm going to assume that they're the one I should look at for that. Because they're the one who has the most viewers. They must be the most correct about it. And then, like I said, it snowballs like that. Your mask shine went up by 5. Sword sharpness. Ayo, big number. No, but actually. You see the big number and you just assume that big number equals best option. Bro came back. Ready. I will grant you one wish. My one wish is to become stronger. So I wish to fight the greatest warrior in the galaxy. Okay. Okay. You will now fight a warrior who was sealed away for fear his power was too great. Okay. I will now summon this great warrior once more. This guy got sealed away because they were scared of him. There's nothing that explicitly says he's a bad guy. They just were afraid of what he was capable of. This guy's awesome, though. Morpho is the extension of it, though. Ow. He's got minions too. I can do that too. Yeah. Where'd he go? He blow up? Bro just straight up blows up. That that is the kind of character that you want lore investment in. You want lore on that character. What'd that guy do? Why was he sealed away? Was he a good guy? Was he a bad guy? He was ready to fight immediately, so he knew why he was there. That actually didn't take that long. I thought that would take longer. And then Meta Knight approaches. He's so strong. He's so cool. Look at those butterflies. Those unassuming butterflies. Yep. Nothing strange about those. The audio crackle has returned. That's fine. I will reset it. I will reset it once the credits roll. Oh, the butterflies, yep. Allow me to eat a granola bar as the credits roll. Kirby. Oh, chat, you know when you open a granola bar wrapper and you go to rip the back and you pull the corner down? You know what I mean? When you go to rip it open, but all you do is you successfully pull the corner down, so it's just like vaguely open, and now you can't get a grip on the actual part you were trying to open to begin with. So you have to like kind of rip it around the side of the corner, you know? Yeah. What playing Helper to Hero? Chat, who do you want me to play as in Helper to Hero? I'll play any power-up that isn't suplex. Okay. I take that back. Any power-up that isn't suplex or ninja. Hold to win. I'm so pissed, baby. Dude, Ninja sucks. Ninja has a bunch of do-nothing moves that are all style and no substance. Hold on. I gotta do regular arena first. Stone is easy. Stone is the easiest one to win with. It may not be the fastest, but it is the easiest one to win with. Because you just turn to stone, and then you're invincible. You are literally invincible. Like, you just turn to stone. And then you come out of stone, and then you turn into stone again. It's very easy. Yeah, but it's you. What the fuck do you mean, yeah, but it's you? You think I'm gonna lose turning to stone? Unbelievable. Meta Knight took his mask off. Egg dog. Shuttle loop. Shuttle loop. And more. More what? bonus Fly Meta Knight is now in the theater. Special announcement. You gotta play the nostalgic Samurai Kirby. Okay. Just make a quick exit. I don't know why it does this. I actually don't know why, but like the audio will just kind of get crackly after an elongated usage. So I just gotta reset and it's fine. I've never heard it do that for Pokemon games. But it's doing it for Kirby. I don't know why, but it seems to fix itself when I reset. At 94% full Kirby. Alright, so now we gotta do the arena. Why can't people stop fighting? When the Pink Terror raises his fist, even the strong tremble in fear. Every boss you fought is here. You think you can take them all? Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Fight Kirby sucks. The coveted trophy. Alright. La 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 la. Battle 1 reactor. Ow. Ow. It's okay. Look at Kirby when he swings, he like loses his footing. Bam, bam. Double Wispy. Twin Wood. Okay. Bro, this guy throwing. The only thing I'm gonna throw is you in a dumpster. Ow. Ow! Bro, I'm half dead. I'm losing. This isn't good. It would be really bad if I had lost. Fucker! What? You're alive? How did you live that? Krako definitely gonna kill me. Not throwing the hammer. I'm not throwing the hammer. You lose the hammer when you throw the hammer. I'm not throwing it. Alright, I'll throw the hammer. I pressed the wrong button to throw! I pressed the wrong button. Ow. No. 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 Hammer, hammer, swing, giant swing. Dash X. Throw. I don't even know what my X button is. That's just regular Wispy Wood, bro. Come on now. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Computer virus. Okay. You wanna fight me? How dare you get the first attack? Oh! Fuck you! How dare you? Yeah. Ow! Great dragon. Oh no, that was not damage. It's alright. One more turn. Petrifies itself. Motherfucker got 8 HP. It does chip, but I'm okay. There's a tomato in my future. Bonk. Yes. Alrighty. Crush. Well, that didn't really work the way I thought it would. What? Low, 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 and la, la, la. Low, 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 and la, la, la. Give me the fucking apple. Alright. Come on and approach me. Fat whale. Plop. Galacta Nova Nucleus. Alrighty. Oh, if you get crushed, you die instantly. So that's cool. Keep that in mind, Denny. I was gonna say, Meta Knight probably makes me have to ditch my hammer. But I have technique. Ow. Jesus Christ. Could not get a dash input to save my life. Alright. Waddle Dee! I can't believe this. King DDD! You would. You would pick the dash move. Alright. Heavy lobster. You know, one day, I'm gonna hit this boss with my hammer. Alright. That's okay. Okay. I'm gonna get hit a lot by just like trying not to get hit by this part of it. How did you take that hit? That doesn't even make sense, bro. I didn't know it dropping a bomb did damage to the cannon. Alright, well. I'm dying, Squirtle. Wham Bam Rock. There's only 4 left. I can afford it. Yes. Ah! Oh, shit. I did so much damage he didn't do the third swing. I thought he always opened with 3. What? He went through my hitbox. I thought I was playing pretty smart there, and then suddenly I wasn't. Wait, are you serious? Wow, okay. Chat, the last, like, 2 enemies. The last 3 bosses are Marks and the fucking mid-boss all-stars. Somehow I dodged the mid-boss all-stars the entire time. Up until the very end. Die. Don't you throw me! See? Both of them. It's impressive, actually. I've never seen that. Only 3 of them. Okay, alright. Now it's just Marks. Turn to a stone. Right. Ah! Die. 8:45. New champion, Kirby. He's so good. He's so talented. You can now play Helper to Hero. You now play the nostalgic Megaton Punchy. I must. Can't see. It was better than his. 178 might. Mm-hmm. $192. Hiya! Winner! So good. How talented am I? Kirby's not the only hero. Helpers can be heroes too. We'll prove it in an all-star battle. Beat 13 foes as one of many helpers. Master each one. Now the trophy's silver. First it was bronze. Now it's silver. Now it's Knuckle Joe. He's doing all the Kirby moves. That's cute. So it's like, it's the same cutscene, but it's just Knuckle Joe. The big coveted silver trophy. So there's a lot of options in this game, as you can see. You can play as Knuckle Joe, Parasol, Wild D, Chili, Blade Knight, Smear, Gim, Poppy Bro, Wild Dude, Plab, Wither, Killbird, and Boss, Bonker, Burning Leo, Capsule J2, Sword Knight, Rocky, Wheelie, Attack, and Bugsy. Chat, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? How about this guy? How about this guy? This guy's pretty cool. Look at him. Look at him bob up and down. Can a Waddle Dee with a Parasol truly defeat all of these baddies? We'll try. This is Crouch. Alright, here we go. Whee! Whee! Cinema. Well, my Parasol is an active hitbox. Parasol is also one of those power-ups that has a block that doesn't do. You can't take chip to certain moves. Oh, right, I forgot you could do this. Reflective shield. Bleh. Okay. Crack go. Oh, well, I still took chip. Oh. I guess it doesn't protect against chip. It's just flavor. Whoa! I don't know why, but I jumped in the air and pressed block. I jumped in the air and pressed block like I was gonna be able to block. You only get 3 tomatoes. Ow. Get up, let go of it. Stay over there. Look how pudgy he is. Look how pudgy he is when he walks. Cha-cha-cha. He slims up when he attacks. Oh, this might be hard. That was weird. Weird movement option there by streamer. Follow him. I don't want a dash attack. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. Fat Will! Okay. Camellia arm. That's fine. That's fine. Ooh. That's still fine. Oh. Okay, he's gonna move. That's tongue. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, alright, 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 alright. Midubos. Poppy brother. Poppy brother! He hit me. I actually got hit by him. Ah! Oh no, I forgot about that! That did so much damage. He's gonna do it again! He killed me. Try to be a hero. Fuck you. I forgot he had a grab. I forgot he had a grab, bro. I forgot he had a grab. Oh, it's a fixed order in this one. Nope. Not gonna sauce me. Oh, wow. Bro, his grab did so much damage, though. Oh, a double. Ladybug. Alright. Alrighty. Yeah. Yeah, fuck you. I didn't want to do that! Dash attacks suck. Because you dash into a boss and you just get hit. You just get hit. Put that umbrella down. Stay on that side of the screen. What the fuck? Mario. Hey, Mario. What? I failed. Ooh. He jumped into me. Okay, that's fine. I'm only half dead. And it's Fatty Whale. Fatty Whale is nothing. Is it just me, or are they doing the exact same attacks that they did when I tried last time? Uh-huh, of course I hit him. Alright. It's tomato time. It's tomato time. I'll get a tomato. I'll get a fucking tomato. Eat your fucking tomato, Waddle Dee, you fat fuck. Bring it. Dash into tongue attack. Yeah. Into jump upwards. Into paintball. Into club. Oh, yeah, he angled it. Whoa. He threw me for a loop. He threw me for a loop. I wasn't expecting that. That's not what he did last time. Oh boy, here we go. Will you fucking do that again? Thank you, Barra, for the raid. You're gonna stay frosty over there. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright. Getting a little mashy there, streamer. Might want to calm down. Nope. At least I'm invincible when that happens, but god damn it. God damn it. Double wood. Alright. Oh. How can there be two woods? I don't even get that. Heavy lobster? This guy's gonna kick my fucking ass. It won't be fire. Yeah. I can't believe I actually managed to use that, like, effectively. It's okay, I have an umbrella. I am so entertained. Many knives. No, it hit me through my umbrella! It's a radical dragon color. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna heal after this anyway. It's 64. Ugh, well. That does nothing. Oh, god damn, dude! I don't take chip to that one. I don't take chip to that one. Why do you have 3 HP? Oh. It's foolish. It's foolish. I'm gonna heal. Meta Knight. He interrupted my dash attack. Is this embarrassing to you, Mr. Meta Knight? Losing to a parlor trick from a Waddle Dee? Is it embarrassing? Are you embarrassed? Secret boss? It's just Wham Bam Rock. Why the mystique? Okay, don't do that again. Don't do that again. Gotcha. I have an umbrella, bitch. No. Umbrella! Okay. He's gone, but then... 3D! Wham Bam Jewel. I don't remember his attacks. That's cool. I still have a parasol, though. What do you think that big face looks like in the background? Too slow. Ah. Ah! I don't know if my umbrella can take those. Oh, of course they can. It's my fucking umbrella. Open palm slam. I mean, I'm not gonna lose. It's not a hard boss. It's just time consuming. Come on. Well then! Oh. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay. 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 All right. Okay, that was a little touchy. Can now play the final game, the True Arena. The last battle, without a doubt, beat 10 tough foes, including the final 4. All the new bosses are here. Beat him and be the true master. Oh. Look at that big gold trophy. Now he's using hammer. Hold on. Hello. We gotta reset though. So yeah, there's just some audio crusting. Let me just, one last reset should do it. This moon. Okay. Hammer is the good one. Does many damage. So yeah, the final 4 are always the same order. But they're randomized between them. And it's basically just fucking... Like, Krago Jr. is a boss. So they really just... Oh, Kabula is first. Okay. I originally beat this with Yo-Yo. Kabula is a fine start. Because I don't have to worry about shenanigans. There we go. So yeah, it's Wispy, Lololo, Krakow Jr., and I think mid-boss lines up as well. Meta Knight goes to the underworld in Kirby novels. Purple Apple is danger. Lololo and La 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 revenge. Should have known better than to try and run over that, but okay. I should focus the blue one now. Impact damage is not very strong. Alright, 1 hit from death, each of them. Woo! Krakow Jr. What's his opening move? Okay. Good. Good. Big Krakow. Oh man, hitting Krakow is a pain in the ass. Oh god, I keep touching him. Okay, alright. Okay, alright. I thought he'd be low enough to hit the hammer swing. I'm gonna take 3 of these already. True mid-boss all-stars. Oh, that was close. Oh boy. Do your attack, bitch. That's a grab. Oh boy. I don't know why you're not moving, but okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. DDD. Wow, he didn't flinch from that. It's pretty impressive. Wham Bam Jewel. Most of the HP loss happens to Galactica Knight. He's throwing hammers. He's throwing hammers. Take a nap. I'm so ready. Wrong way. Okay. Now he's cool. Bleh. She's got bigger shoes. I think the cutscene was slower than the audio. Yeah, this move does half your health bar. I remember the first time I ever reached this boss, he killed me with it instantly. It's a lot more audible in this fight, huh? Oh. Jelly bow. Just put your block up. Ooh, get out of the way. No, not the gooey balls! That wasn't gooey balls. Oops. Safe over here. I let go of block. I can't believe I had invincibility frames for that. Okay. Alright, I should have died, but it's fine. Oh. Him, so strong, so puggy. Yeah, the audio, the cutscenes are too slow. 100% clear you have mastered Kirby. Pogme. DDD Meta Knight, Marks, Knuckle Joe, and Dynablade Chick are on the front row. Special edition blooper reel. The reward movie Kirby Master. Kirby Master. Bloopies! It's desynced. Oh no, the laugh track is desynced, so you're gonna hear it before the gag even happens. See? Oh my god, it's all kinds of wrong. I've already heard the laugh track to the second joke. See? What has he done? Take two. Dead. Kirby never got out of that hole. Ha 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 ha. I agree, so funny. Miserable. He's gonna get smacked by some debris. Yeah, he is. Dumbass. Should have been more careful. Meta Knight does not involve in any blooper. Ha 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 ha. Here comes Marks on his ball. Oh no, oh god. Oh, that would hurt so much. Kirby lost. That's not a blooper. That's just a bad ending. Kirby lose. There you go. There's your special edition blooper wheel. Yeah, so you don't get the last one. You gotta get every helper to hero beaten. Guess what's not happening? Whatever I just said. That's not happening. Dang. Where is it? There it is. I know what it is. I got it on actual hardware. Okay. It's a really good theme. The Robopot mix of this theme is fantastic. Love that one. Oh. This is his first appearance, though. Cool ass character. Well, that's it, chat. See? 100% Kirby. Gold 100% true. Now let's play File 2. And File 3. Get 300% Kirby. Anyway. I hope you enjoyed this little Kirby detour. Now, you're probably thinking, damn, it really took you 3 weeks to get to part 2 just to finish it within the week. And you'd be right, jackass. But it's over now, so there you go. I want to play Robopot at some point, but not yet, because there's rumors that Robopot is going to be Switch 2'd, which would be really cool. So at some point I'll check out Robopot, but if that's happening, then I'll wait for it. But I think I'll make that decision later, because April 2nd is the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, so that's like just under 2 weeks now. So we'll see, but Robopot in some capacity I will play.